Hi guys, Spurs here, back with another video, and in today's video we'll be previewing tonight's game away to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It's the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. Conte returns to Stamford Bridge. Let's crack straight into it, and I hope you're all well. Let's start with the team news. Ryan Sessegnon and Steven Bergwijn remain sidelined as we prepare to take on Chelsea in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday evening, which is tonight, as you know already. The news is more positive on Ryan, who has been out with a muscular injury since starting and performing so well against Liverpool on the 19th of December. Speaking after training on Monday, Antonio Conte told Spurs TV, "Ryan is coming back very soon, but we don't want to take risks. We'll wait for the game in the FA Cup," which is Morecambe at home on Sunday, by the way. Asked about the pair in his pre-match press conference, Antonio added, "Ryan's situation is better than Steven Bergwijn's. I think in the next game, in the FA Cup, he'll be available. For Stevie, we have to pay more attention because his problem was was in the calf, and with a calf, you have to pay more attention and wait a bit to have him available." Antonio was also asked if there were any COVID-19 cases in the squad in his press conference. He responded, "We are checking a couple of situations. We'll see." So, checking a couple of situations, that might be there's a couple positive cases, but they've got to do PCR tests. So interesting. I'll let you know, guys, if anything comes out of that. Big players. Asked about the squad in general after our New Year's Day win at Watford and the end of the busy festive period, Antonio told us, "After the win against Watford, a good win, the mood is high. It's important after this busy period to have a good training session, but at the same time to give rest to your players. We played five games in 13 days, that's incredible, and many players played every game. But yes, we are preparing well for the game against Chelsea." So that is the team news. So you know, Sessegnon and Bergwijn are still sidelined. Bergwijn looks more serious because it's a calf problem. Sessegnon's just a muscular problem. He should be back in the FA Cup game at the weekend, quite possibly. So that is the team news. Now going into my predicted lineup using your favourite tactics board. So predicted lineup, here it is. So you tend to play in cup competitions your second goalkeeper, even if it's a strong 11. Well, I like to do that anyway. So I've got Pierluigi Golini on goal, on loan from Atalanta. Centre-back Davinson Sanchez got the late winner 90+6 minute against Watford. Has done so well recently. Can he do well in this huge game, London Derby, semi-final of the Carabao Cup? Eric Dyer need his leadership against Chelsea. Ben Davies adapted so well to his new role, left centre-back of the back three. Sergio Reguilon, left wing-back, can really cause Chelsea problems. Chelsea play with the back three themselves and cause problems with the wing-backs. Can we do the same thing or better? Better would be great. Emerson Royale just about gets a knock over Matt Doherty. I think Emerson's got something to prove after a poor performance generally against Watford with balls in the box, but he gets the nod. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, again, as I said with Dyer, we need his leadership, but also his defensive solidarity and lots of bits that Højbjerg brings to the game. That kind of play about breaking up play, need him against Chelsea. Skip, as well as the defensive presence that Højbjerg can do. Skip going forward and causing problems with passes and quick turns in tight areas, which he's good at. That can help us really get away, whether it's on the counter-attack or with the ball against Chelsea. Heung-min Son, of course, brilliant as always, and looking to get a goal against Chelsea. Lucas Moura, I love it when he takes on players. Yeah, gets a nod for me. Still, Steven Bergwijn's injured, but Lucas Moura is in one of the first names to the first 11 at the moment. Centre forward Harry Kane looking to score in another London derby, this time against Chelsea. So that is my predicted lineup. You guys. Now we're going to go on to predicted score. So there's two legs of this semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Next one is next week, but today, which is Wednesday, is at Stamford Bridge. So my predicted score for that is a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge, as you can see on the screen. Let me know your predicted score in the comments below. I just want your predicted score for the first leg. So tonight, rules and regulations, rules and conditions do apply. You have to submit it only in this video, and in the future, if you predict a score, you just do it in pre-match previews, and you have to do it before the ball kicks off. At 7:45 tonight. So yeah, you have to just submit it in the comments below. It's optional if you want to play, but it has to be in this video below before 7:45, and just the first leg I want to know. Thank you guys. Now going on how to watch, I've already just told you, but there's a bit more to it. So we play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the first leg of the Carabao Cup tonight. So that's Wednesday, and it's a 7:45 kickoff on Sky Sports Football and Sky Sports Main Event. It's a big game, of course. Semi-final of the Carabao Cup, even bigger because you face Chelsea. Even tougher. Tuchel and Conte going back to Stamford Bridge. Tuchel and Conte both play the back three. I think this game will be all about wing backs, so how we can, beat Chelsea, because Chelsea, wherever they play with Reece James and Chilwell, whether it's Alonso, whoever is at fullback for Chelsea, their fullback presence is very, very good. Reguilon, I trust Emerson's going to be a good game. I think the wing backs really determine this game in the midfield. Højbjerg versus Kante is going to be a battle to watch, and also the likes of Reece James up against Reguilon will be another interesting one to watch. But it's an important game, and you don't want to lose the first leg at Stamford Bridge. We can go unbeaten if we don't lose in a game against Chelsea, and then go into lots of confidence in the second leg. Obviously, you believe, something is going to happen. Finally, travel information if you're travelling to Stamford Bridge. That poo hole. So, supporters making the trip to Stamford Bridge for our Carabao Cup semi-final first leg against Chelsea on Wednesday evening, which is today, should be aware of the following information. A reminder that we kick off at 7:45 p.m. with the gates opening at 6:15. Please note the gates open at 6:15. Chelsea's guide for visiting supporters can be found in the Spurs official app on this website I'm reading. COVID-19 status certification. Following our recent announcement on the introduction of Plan B protocols, all supporters over 18 attending a home or away match must take a declaration of their COVID-19 status via an online form. Supporters only need to complete the form once for all home and away matches this season, so you only have to do it once. It's handy if you go a lot of times. Supporters who have not submitted their form can do so on the Spurs official app on the article travel information. Chelsea will be conducting COVID-19 status checks for all supporters aged 11 and above, who must be prepared to present proof of full vaccination or a negative lateral flow test result in the last 48 hours prior to kick-off. As at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the best way to do this is by using the NHS COVID Pass via the NHS app. Supporters unavailable to use the NHS app can present proof of status using the below methods: a printed PDF version of the NHS COVID Pass, a negative COVID test result email or text message obtained with 48 hours of kickoff, so prior to kickoff, a medical exemption certificate or letter, an NHS COVID Pass letter, an EU digital COVID certificate, an international equivalent provided by your local governing body. Supporters are asked to arrive 1 hour before kickoff to allow checks on entry of the stadium. Supporters' code of conduct. Supporters are asked to read and agree to abide by Chelsea's code of conduct. This includes following public health guidance, only attending the match if fit and well to do so, and wearing a face covering in all indoor areas other than when eating or drinking. Getting to Stamford Bridge. The nearest tube station is Fulham Broadway on the District Line, which is a few minute walk from Stamford Bridge. There are no scheduled engineering works affecting the stadium for this match. Supporters are advised to plan their journey in advance using TfL's journey planner to ensure arrival in plenty of time to allow for stadium entry tracks. It's also good to just get there early generally. Entrance to the stadium. The visitor section is located in the shed end, and supporters are advised to approach the stadium via the Bonfire Gate or Stamford Bridge from Fulham Road. Match tickets will confirm the appropriate entrance to use. A queuing procedure will be in operation outside the stadium to coordinate and moderate the flow of supporters to the turnstiles to ensure safe entry. COVID-19 status checks will take place prior to the queuing procedure, which will involve the following procedures: pre-entry ticket checks, body and bag search, electronic ticket scan, entry through turnstile. The entry plan for visiting supporters entering via both entrances is below. So on the Spurs official app, if you go to the important information travel, you can see the picture about the entering the stadium. It may be necessary to temporarily hold supporters at cordon points to achieve a safe and steady flow through the turnstiles. Chelsea would like to make supporters aware that large numbers of supporters arriving late cannot have an expectation of making it into the stadium before kickoff. So arrive early, otherwise you won't be allowed in, even if you pay for it, because obviously the checks. So get there early. Don't be on the late side. Be an early bird. So supporters are advised to arrive 1 hour before kickoff to allow for stadium entry checks. It's also good to get there, get a bite to eat as well before. So, quite handy. Departing the stadium. Departing Stamford Bridge now. Visiting supporters will depart the stadium via the Von File Gate on to Fulham Road. Safe standing. Along with Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and a number of stadiums, Stamford Bridge has received approval for licensed safe standing in seating areas from the 1st of January 2022. So the new year, we're now past that. The visitors section is included in this trial. Features independent barriers in front of each seat, allowing for free-flowing lateral movement in and out of seating rows. I didn't know that. So we've got safe standing in Stamford Bridge. I knew they had it. Didn't know they'd done it for away supporters. That's handy. Supporters are asked not to stand on the rails or seats unless moving to use facilities to remain in their designated space and avoid standing in gangways or on steps. Supporters are also asked to be respectful towards staff, stewards and other fans at all time. Accessibility. Chelsea's accessibility statement can be found in the Spurs official app, once again on this link to the travel information going to Stamford Bridge. Stamford Gate is the recommended entrance from Fulham Road, including for supporters wishing to use accessible drop-off point. Accessible toilets are available in the visitors section, and supporters without their own radar key will be able to request one from a steward. Access stewards will be present in accessible viewing areas, along with Tottenham Hotspur access steward should any support be required. Refreshments. Concessions in the visitor section will be serving food and hot drinks and cold drinks, as well as alcohol beverages. Between 6:15 and 6:45, a pint of cigar and a pie or hot dog will be an offer of $2.95. Soft and hot drinks beer offer at $1.50. Visitors supporters pub. The nearest visiting supporters pubs are to the north-east of Stamford Bridge at Earls Court and are a 25 to 30 minute walk, which is 1.4 miles if you didn't know that, from the stadium. Earls Court Tavern, which is 123 Earls Court Road, Kensington, London, CW 59RL. Prince of Tech, 161 Earls Court Road, Kensington, London, SW5NRQ, sorry about that. The Caldon Tavern, 187 Court Road, Kensington, London, SW5NAN, 9AN. Cashless payments. Stamford Bridge is a cashless stadium. All major debit and credit cards are accepted, as well as Apple Pay and Google Play, same as many other Premier League stadiums. Flags and banners. Due to limited space to display flags and banners, only those no larger than 250 centimetres times 80 centimetres will be permitted into the stadium. Flags and banners must not obstruct the view of others, cover advertising signs or cause a safety hazard, nor may they display abusive or threatening words, images, political statements, or be deemed unacceptable. Flag poles are not permitted. All flags and banners must carry a valid fire safety certificate. Bag policy. Bags larger than A4 size, which is 210mm times 297mm, will not be permitted into the stadium. Spurs respects. We're proud of our superb and loyal support at home and away. That's a good thing to be proud of, because our support is absolutely incredible. We recognise that most supporters want to watch a match and not listen to abusive or instant language from the stands. Discriminatory behaviour, which includes shouting, chanting, or actions such as racist, homophobic, sexist, or anti-disability behaviour is unacceptable. Yeah, it's absolutely unacceptable. You need to do something about that. If you witness incidents like this, please report them using this information below. The club reserves the right to identify banned supporters found guilty of using discriminatory language. Yes, to report any antisocial behaviour, which I'm going to read more about now. Reporting antisocial behaviour, there you go. To report any antisocial behaviour or discriminatory behaviour while at Stamford Bridge, supporters can text details of the offender and the incident to 8777 or 07894 937793 with stand, block, row and seat details. After the match, incidents can be reported emailing buildingbridges@chelseafc.com and supporter services at tottenhamhotspur.com. Ticket office. Supporters collecting duplicate tickets at the stadium can do so from the ticket office at the back of the shed end. Duplicate tickets must be requested by emailing ticket.office@tottenhamhotspur.com. Unauthorised use of tickets. Supporters are reminded that the unauthorised reselling or passing on of tickets is strictly prohibited in line with the club's sanctioned bagging policy. Supporters selling away match tickets above face value will receive an indifferent ban and a deduction of all ticketing points. Supporters passing on away match tickets equal to face value or less will receive a written warning and a 50% reduction of ticketing points. Supporters unavailable to attend. Supporters unavailable to attend the match should contact the ticket office as soon as possible. Email us at ticket.office@tottenhamhotspur.com. The club should make its best endeavours to relocate tickets to other eligible supporters and issue refunds upon receipt of originally issued tickets. So that is the travel information if you're travelling to Stamford Bridge. I want to add one quick thing to it though that wasn't on the Spurs official app. Obviously it's Chelsea. It's not going to be a nice game. Obviously there'll be a bit of violence. There was recently in the Carabao Cup game against West Ham, so just prepare for that. There might be, stuff like that, that kind of behaviour. So if you don't want to get into it, try and stay away from it. So just to warn you that, it's not going to be a friendly game. That's why the stewards are there. So that's why this article is important. Remembering behaviour is important. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Before I go, I really do hope we beat Chelsea in the first leg at Stamford Bridge. Conte to get revenge at Stamford Bridge. I sacked him, so I'll get revenge on him. Because we can win the Carabao Cup this year, and it'd be great to beat Chelsea. It's an amazing feeling when you win any London derby, so it'd be amazing. 2 legs though, so don't get excited if we win the first leg. Still got the second leg, but as I said, my predicted score was 1-1. Let me know your predicted score in the comments below for a chance of a shout out. You have to do it in this video below, as I said earlier. Thank you guys, and as always, come on you Spurs, let's beat Chelsea, come on.